you're having a down day, you just gotta ride the wave. There's nothing you can do
Yeah.
about it.
No, you
Like
can't.
there's been so many times where I'd woken up, I'd recognized depression in myself, um, and all I wanted to do was lay in bed, and I've said no, fuck that. I'm gonna force myself to get out, get some fresh air, go to get something to eat or whatever. And like I would go to a restaurant and sit down, and I'd just sit down by myself, and I would just be miserable, and I would just say, I just want to go home and go to bed. This is a fucking terrible decision.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine, and I think that's okay to do that. And you're not giving into yourself by giving yourself that time. If you work out regularly and you go to the gym and you lift weights and you bust your ass and you work arms, the next day you're going to be sore. The next day you're going to want to take a rest day and take that day off. Now, you could go back and work legs, and then there's still things that you can do to remain productive during those days, but don't wear yourself out. Don't overdo it. Don't go back and work arms again. It's okay to have those rest days because we're resting. We're preparing for
Yeah.
tomorrow when we're going to go out and kick ass. Also, I think that it's important when you're having days like that too. It's like you also need to, you need to. I find that one of the things that always really helped me was to create just to get shit done, to create any sort of feeling of accomplishment in yourself, even if it's the smallest thing. Make a to-do list with 3 things on it. Wake up, take a shower, always number one. Always number one. For whatever reason, I feel better after a shower. Number 2, mainly because I'm in love with the image of myself naked. Number 2, uh, just go out and go to the store, buy a snack. Like, because it's important to eat. Also, that's another thing people don't talk about during depression is how absent appetite is, and that's a scary thing because that can lead to other things like eating disorders and things that'll long last whatever you're going through. But anyway, yeah, make sure to go out and eat. That's always step 2 for me. And then step 3 is that's a flex spot, whatever you got. Tidy up your room if you can. Send an email that you've been meaning to send. The littlest things can make you say, well, at least I did some shit today. And I wasn't just I wasn't just totally out of my element and useless. And maybe I wasn't as useless as I was telling myself that I was. That's the biggest thing. You have to create things to counteract what you're telling yourself in your head. You know, oh, I'm fucking miserable. I'm worthless. Well, maybe no, I'm not because I just did these things today.